Welcome to our channel. Today we are going to study about properties of materials. So here in properties of materials or metals, the topics which we are going to study or what are the properties we are going to study is first is malleability. Then what is malleability is ability of a material to be beaten into sheets. Example like metals, gold, copper, aluminium, iron. This can be flattened when they are hammered. Next is ductility. Ductility means ability of a material to be drawn into thin wires. Example, copper, aluminium, gold. Okay, these are the ductile materials. And you know what is a surprising thing? 1 gram of gold can be stretched up to 2 kilometers of length. Next, we are going to study is sonority. Sonority is the ability of a material to produce a ringing sound. You might have seen metal spoons, coins, and the bell which rings at school. Okay, when they are struck, they produce sound. Then next we are going to study about conduction of heat. So some metals have the ability to allow heat to pass through them. So those are called as good conductors of heat. Then we'll study about conducting of electricity. So there are some materials which conduct electricity like copper, iron, aluminium. So let us dive into the chapter and let us study about, let us see some models related to this. First property which we are going to study is malleability. Just now I said you, malleability is nothing but beating the elements or hammering the elements and changing them into thin sheets. You can see here on the screen the models, different metals are beaten up and they are flattened. Right? They are flattened into thin sheets. Here you can see the gold and silver. Silver foil, they are used for covering the sweet. Okay. So silver can be drawn into thin sheets and it is used as a cover over the sweets. Then you can see here aluminium foil. We use aluminium foils at home to wrap the food items. The next thing is, if you see, the most malleable elements are gold and silver. Gold and silver can be beaten into very, very thin sheets. Out of all the metals, these two are most malleable metals. Then, next is, if you talk about coal and sulfur, these are not malleable. If you break the coal and if you break the sulfur, you can see they do not break into sheets or thin sheets, but they are breaking into small pieces. So this shows that how the metals are malleable, or you can say how they are broken into sheets. Now next you can see about wood. Wood, if you is neither malleable nor brittle. If you break the wood, it does not change into pieces. So this was about malleability. Now let us go to another topic, that is ductility. Okay. Now what is ductility? Just now we have seen ductility is nothing but the property of a metal to be drawn into wires. So here you can see some metal wires are used to make ornaments like necklace, earrings, bangles. Okay. Then some metals are used to make some wires in the musical instruments like guitar, veena, and violin. Okay, so the property of material by which they can be drawn into thin wires is called as ductility. Then, the next, if we study about ductility, this was about ductility. Now, let us study about some more things, right? Another property is sonority. Okay, another property is sonority. What is sonority? Just now we have seen the definition of sonority. Sonority is nothing but when a metal is dropped down, okay, or it is hammered, it produces sound. You can see here the person is dropping spoon, okay, the person dropped the metal, then he dropped the coin. So we hear the sound. So this we can say the metals are sonorous. Whereas now the person in the model is dropping a piece of coal, but you don't see the coal producing sound. Then he is dropping a piece of wood. Here also we don't hear the sound. So we can say that coal and wood are non-sonorous. Then you can see the dancer wearing the ghungroos. And here you can see a school bell ringing. So here also you can hear the sound because these metals, this cool bell as well as the gungru which the woman was wearing, they are made up of metals, and they when they are touching each other, here you can see the gungrus. Okay, you can see the gungru the woman wearing. So in this way, this type of metals exhibits sonority. Then next, let us study another property. It is called as conduction of heat. Now, you might have seen, okay, when your mother gives milk, if she keeps any spoon in the hot material, the spoon gets hot. So here in the model, you can see there are two spoons kept in the hot water. One is metal spoon, another one is wooden spoon. So which one do you think will become hot? Of course, metal spoon. So some metals are good conductors of heat. Okay, some metals are good conductors of. If you touch the wooden spoon, you don't feel it hot. Whereas if you touch the metal spoon, you feel it hot. So that's why, because wood is a bad conductor of heat, you can see many utensils having wooden handles. Here you can see metals having wooden handles. So these wooden handles make us to hold the utensil when they are hot. Okay, then we can see about another property. Okay, we can study about another property. What is another property? Is conduction of electricity. Means how the conduction of electricity take place. So here we can examine with different materials. How can we examine? Here is, this is the electric circuit. What do you have in electric circuit? You see, we have a battery. Okay, let me write here for you. Here we have a battery. Okay, then we have a bulb, right? Then we have wires connected. Okay, wires. These are all wires. Okay, these are all wires connected to connecting battery to the bulb. Now what we are going to do is, these are different materials. These are the different materials which we are going to add to the circuit. This is a circuit. Okay, now circuit is incomplete because both the wires are not connected. Now we are going to place all these materials in the circuit and check whether the circuit becomes closed and the bulb glows or not. Let us see here. Okay, let us see whether the circuit is closing and the bulb is glowing. Here you see, first is you can see first what we are keeping is a wire, a rope. Okay, a rope is made up of jute or might be a plastic, so you don't see the bulb glowing. Then if we see another metal, coal is also a bad conductor of electricity, so we do not see the bulb glowing. Then if we place wood, you see that the bulb does not glow because it is a bad conductor of electricity. Next, if we place the eraser, which is made up of rubber, it is also a bad conductor. Now if we place a rock, okay, if we place the rock, then rock also is a bad conductor. Then if we place a bread piece, so it is also a bad conductor. Now if we place a metal here is a silver foil. So silver foil is a good conductor of electricity, so you see the bulb glowing. Okay, next you can see here, if we place the spoon, the bulb glows because spoon is a conductor. In the place of spoon, if we keep the plastic ruler, that is your scale, then it is a bad conductor of electricity. So here we can conclude that some substances are good conductors and some are bad conductors of electricity. If you find it useful, like our channel, subscribe it and share with your friends. Till then, take care.